Yeah, look, we're using the technology. I think this is we're using WebEx. I think most of the time for some of these meetings, we're using. I think this one here is Zoom. But look, we're using the technology and we're communicating. We each have a setup in our own homes, and we're ready to go for this draft. Yeah, I think the one challenge is that you don't have as much give and take with your entire staff, all of your scouts and coaches. There's a lot of conversations that go on, a lot of nuance about, when you're talking about a particular player, a particular prospect, and the vision that you have for him on your team. And so I think we miss some of that. Describe this. Look, we have, a communication system with the league, and we have a backup, which is the backup is a conference call effectively. And, there's a system to set up, and you basically send in your pick when you're on the clock. We have a screen that's showing who's on the clock, the clock itself winding down, and then when a pick is made, that pick shows up on the screen, and at the same time the clock resets to the team that's now on the clock. So it's in a lot of ways it's similar to what we do when we're calling our guy at the draft in New York and having him fill out a card and send in the card. So instead of that being a manual process with an individual, we're doing it over the internet. It's relatively simple. It's just, listen, the things that you worry about is do you have a glitch with the internet, or do you have a power outage, or do you have something that happens that interrupts that technology? And for example, I know that we're expecting a storm here tomorrow in New Orleans, and so man, does that include a power outage? And how do we handle a power outage? Which we've got backup systems in order to do that. Yeah, well, look, I can speak to my house. In my setup, I've got a generator. So if there's a power outage, hopefully the generator comes on and I'm operating normally. If not, if the internet's interrupted, look, we have cell phones. We have I can communicate by cell phone to Jeff, to Sean, to any of our staff people, as well as we've got an open conference call line on a separate phone with the league. So we've got backup systems. We'll be able to communicate. Look, certainly if we have a glitch, we have something that happens, we'll notify the league, and if it delays our decision, then they've got procedures in place to handle that.